Here we are.
It looks really
nice. Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia...
Yeah, it'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy.
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning.
It's a deal.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival too. Well, oh no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. Did we oversleep? We should go meet...
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble. Well, shall we? Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusunawa's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haft Mewa feast.
Oh, you...
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian! So, what's the miHoYo feast you mentioned just...
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People, generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like Rukashaba mushrooms, Nilo-Pala lotuses, Sumeru...
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7...
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumeru uses vegetarian, then wouldn't the Pyro Archons festival be full... Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlon as soon as...
I hope your wish comes...
Thanks! Alright, how about we also check it...
Dear customers, would you like to try your...
What's alchemical?
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced...
Why does everything sound so much more...
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young... Okay, one moment.
Paimon wants to take a look too!
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusion.
Illusions and lies?
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears...
He's not even trying to hide?
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's dance of Sub-Zeros will be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy with a Hey! It's Dunyarzad!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more in the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zero's festival.
The hallowed night of flowers. It's an
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, all right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, Knight Fair! Just what is going on?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zero's festival icon.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's spot.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies?
Whichever one. Don't these boxes all look the same?
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw.
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also Lizard Tail and Oni Kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Onikabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick. It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Attention! That's unfortunately Lizard Tail.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck.
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Really? Thanks a lot, Knight of...
It's Night of Flowers.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Knight of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same.
Oh, actually, I just remembered them. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad.
How embarrassing.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much? Oh, brilliant!
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early ride?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Pause! Isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired.
That's right.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler,
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Mane! No wonder we...
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs.
Aren't your claws all dull by now?
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a...
no! We're gonna stay and help! There's too...
Please be careful, dear.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale.
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch.
Please, let me take a closer look.
come on, it's nothing. Us mercs.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final...
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and I'm not gonna lose my commission because I...
Okay, making your employer cry.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunya?
My lady, your condition.
Truly, I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Transfixed!
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar!
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. Sumeru's current medical...
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted, I know that my family loves me dearly. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time. Since I was a child, all I could... I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world. Right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets. Oh, right! Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should...
An impressive bounty.
Were you not aware that the...
Over there!
I think I just saw.
But the dance of the Sub-Zero's festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much lenience.
How? The academia was. Originally responsible for the Sub-Zero's festival. This is a hard pill to swallow.
Art, dance. Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth. While people like you...
No!
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarba.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad,
Yeah.
let's go somewhere the academia can't find us and perform. Or we could get people to block them off.
Nilu, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zero so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regret.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zerus festival at this point.
If you say so.
Then, yes. Okay.
Paimon can't believe this is how things turned out.
It really is okay. There's...
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nero and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time. Yeah.
All connections have been... The project has entered its most critical phase.
Dunyarzad?
Not at all.
You
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go?
Sure! Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from...
You are quite well.
They're all plant! Actually, what is the Hof...
It's one of the Sub-Zerus Festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods.
Appear to be...
Really?
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now.
Is he really looking...
Oh, right. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still... So, where to next?
Overruled.
All right, soldiers. Now that...
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers.
Oh, do you want some Yaldacan?
What's... Ooh!
And there's also...
Ugh.
Great! These boxes of candy... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right. Huh? Are you saying that you instinctively... But now that you mention it, Paimon also had the feeling you'd choose the right... Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you... That's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually...
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like...
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake! Isn't it that... Oh... That... thing? Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted up. Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the... How about... is sitting by yourself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dunyarzad.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just...
Kidnappers?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but...
Whew. That's a big...
Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to it.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now.
Oh, Paimon sees.
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin.
With your lack of intellectual credentials. When we return,
Understood. I will...
the Sub-Zero's
Nilou,
Oh, it's okay.
But you've been really looking...
It truly is
True, but...
the next festival.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Did Dunyarzad already go back? Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about... Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking...
Observing a modest drop in the output.
Continue to monitor the very...
Why does Paimon feel so... tired after... Strike a pose! Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough?
I'm doing well.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you... It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor, It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
They all sound pretty tasty.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? She'll help me choose. Paimon wants to eat the sunsetia flavor.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck. Paimon's not...
Ah!
What? She was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How? Mind reading?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where are you? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunya's out without letting her know is kinda rude, you know. What are you looking for? Why did we come here? Traveler? That's... Look! That's... Isn't that Dunya's? What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunya's? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. But now you should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon? Well... What the... This is our... Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't... What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago. Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming. Your sense of deja. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, that first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good. What's happening? You can awaken our memories? Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, as for the... I can only give you surface level help, like bits of it. She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero. If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogy. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
What's happening right now? The moon illusion. Grand Sage. My mind feels exhausted. My mind feels. We've already experienced. That should be it. The moon illusion. Grand Sage Sec. We've already experienced. My mind feels. What's happening right now?
A time loop. Still a simple time. Dunyard. The Sub-Zero's Let's think about our current situation. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed Paimon's memories say that we've already...
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured...
She's feeling
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my product. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling to
put it in...
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? True. It's so weird that people here don't... Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me and... Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this.
Help you better understand?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost what you just said. Are you serious?
Paimon knew you weren't going to...
Marvelous.
When you say it like that...
I believe that the Archon's the book only
So that's how it is. Looks like we haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of... At this time of day, Dia's... Probably just...
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
The moon people and Dia sold her. My mind feel. People in Sumer. Dia sold.
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that, including Miss...
All right, so this is the
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic...
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in...
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but... Her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunya...
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical.
So, this Nahida you mentioned. What did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for, but...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. That doesn't... People in Sumeru don't... My mind feels exhausted, even though I...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain?
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words. When this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep. But we took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected level.
But we cannot lose all of our
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about... Wasn't that the result of our...
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia!
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so... It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Forget it. Go with... Whew, it's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up... Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. Not...
Paimon's at the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my... In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time...
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. And Dia was able to use her experiences If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that...
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just manifestation of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's... But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia?
Right! She did help us find our latest clue at...
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I?
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a sec!
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great sword, but my brain just doesn't remember?
Yes! Your memory's being erased!
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used? The money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't...
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy.
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous trainings. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make...
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single...
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew, hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars? Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So... strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
Shower me with praise!
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in...
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memory.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow. Our memories are back! About that... Well...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days' worth of memories. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
We don't have many more festivals to waste. Hurry and find the truth.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry...
That's your problem. Make sure you... request in advance next time.
Why can't we leave the...
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Porto...
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave this?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us any... Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry! Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But what if things get really weird out there? Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much. Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look. And please, be careful. Memories! Traveler! Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look!
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understands.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another...
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest...
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being... But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside! Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right?
Yep! Now we're talking!
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a...
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and...
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the... Let's go then. Let's... Those sage... Alright. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once, yes? Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay. Now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty, except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other. Absorbed by something like a sun and now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message...
Probably because... Oh, right, the message.
After the beep, Traveler said... Even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
All the bizarre spaces I saw out... My impression is that... Was that space actually the real world? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half. Want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away! Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know! Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time we're gonna... You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and crack... Okay, first off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now! Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom. The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis. It compiles the wisdom of the... and it grants knowledge to the people. Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom. So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was... The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh? Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart. Huh. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this stream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint? Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hint... That doesn't...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord...
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real... On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have.
Can humans really keep dreaming for...
We might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Especially those whose health is compromised.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing!
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what, after we end the Sub-Zero's festival Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia... You don't look...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already...
The real... It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she?
God's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the tree.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might...
Dunyarzad truth?
Back then, her family was old. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's It's the sage's fault, and
was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is... However, if you're the dream's host...
Anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far, only for... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. Yeah, saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole... But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's bring... Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream? Feels like it would be easier to control it. Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole... Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything...
Everything's fine, just... It's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy. I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle, and I've also wondered if...
So...
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's... What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true. It wouldn't be this easy. It wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But...
My lady.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up? Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
That's close enough.
A new punch.
May I present?
Where do you think you're
Laid bare.
I'll be back.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it? Wow, Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about, she must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub... If we hadn't... But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you... It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not...
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now... What? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler?
Traveler?
Traveler? What the... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisarahs went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisarahs in memory of the goddess of flowers.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisarahs? Just like the ones from the legend?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So...
Yeah. What's going on? Huh? You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple Padisarahs don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisarahs in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilou? But if we want to end the samsara, we need... How should we make Nilou realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't...
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we...
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if his wife lying next to him said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never...
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over, too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zeros.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was the Sub-Zero's festival. Have escaped from the Sub-Zero Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What?
Well done, Traveler. And thank you, Dunyarzad.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zeros. This is where you fall.
What could the children be up to?
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
When
A sight to behold. Kamisato art. Sumetsu!